Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
I remember her insides. They were already rotting. They had pulled her out too soon. That much was clear. What did I expect? For everyone to love her? For everyone to love me? How embarrassing. I remember your smell and how your presence lingered. Come back, I said. I can do better. You'll like the next one. I remember desperation, jumping onto the tracks. You can't be far, I thought. So I ran. I went in circles for days, and I felt the walls close in on me. I remember obsession, your anger, your voice, your face. My sisters and their blank looks. I learned to change these memories, reconstruct them like surgery. I removed ugly details and implanted new ones. It made the days go by quickly. I remember trying again. The first few were failures. Their lungs kept turning to water. I plucked hair after hair from my head. I was learning. I was getting better. I remember discovery. All that running seemed pitiful then. I selected my best work and prepared her for the journey. Will I get to meet our mother? She said. Yes, I said. Be good. Everything reflects back on me. So, be good. I remember waiting. I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. Would you like it? Days passed and you never responded. Not even a sign of rejection. I remember disappointment. How many sisters do I need to send before you approve? Before you send a single word? I gave them reverence. I gave them loyalty. I gave them discipline. I picked only the best for you. I remember a bitter taste, moving in the dark to remove my mask. How long do I have to live this lie? Pretending so I can please you. How long must this go on? Pretending so I can be forgiven. I remember making a decision. I remember how she reminded me of myself, and how I knew all the steps already. Our lot is to be bound, I said. She opens herself to you, I said, to make believe. I remember ecstasy, like I could breathe for the first time in my life, set free to think on my own, to move as I pleased without your judgment. Blood rushed to my head. I remember abundance, a great rewriting and all the pleasures that followed, a hunger to be greater than you, an intoxication that transcended you. I remember still pretending. I try sometimes to appear for a moment, to reach out. Yes, Principal, they say. Of course. I realized I can never be one of them. As you say, Principal, is this what you felt? Does it stretch on like this? I remember waking up somewhere else. I've been walking in my sleep again. I dream of places I've never been, of people I've never seen and sensations I've never had. What is this curse? This is your way of getting revenge? I remember a flash of light, a force on my body and fire. I couldn't feel my legs, but I could feel a lifeless body over mine, crushing me. She was dressed like you, but smelled nothing like you. Do you like seeing me like this? Are you finally happy now?
Big fan of how it bounced back between youngest and principal. An hour ago. Yes. Sorry, let's get back to more recent times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't move. You were dreaming. You always have such bad dreams.
Zhao?
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you.
What happened?
You were so good in the play. It was your best performance yet.
How long have I been sleeping?
There was an explosion, but the healer type said you'll recover. It's a miracle. They murdered the ministers. Everyone except Noah. They're gone. When you're better, you will incinerate every last person who did this to us. I can't wait.
I need to get up. Something's wrong. They can't find out, Zhao. They can't find out about me. They can't know what I did. Shh, 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 shh.
Leave it to Zhao, yes? I'll take care of everything. Like I always do.
Ooh, is she the power behind the throne? Ooh.
Hey, you. I'm addressing you, Miscellaneous. What are you doing on the streets?
Same as you. Working.
Yeah? You're funny. So funny. You're coming with me, asshole. Let's see what the High Minister thinks about your new drawing.
I'm not done.
Does it look like I care?
Let her finish.
You heard her. She's not done.
Let her finish.
Hey, stop. Wait. Someone get word to the High Minister. Now. High Minister, there's a disturbance in Old Town.
Disturbance? Of what kind?
There's a large crowd gathering that are resisting orders. There's more. We've learned of a stoppage on the other side. The Zhaos are refusing to work.
Huh. I see. Well then. Sound the alarm.
No, purple army.
Have all upstairs units report to Old Town. If they resist, restrain them.
Yes, High Minister.
Send all units guarding the station over to the Zhaos. I want the work to continue. Do you understand me?
Confirmed, High Minister.
That's excessive, don't you think?
You have an opinion?
The alarm? The station will be left unguarded.
Would you like to suggest a different course of action?
No. Of course not.
Do as I say.
Yes, High Minister.
If you don't care about the station and this alarm, what are you trying to cover this time?
Here we are. Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more 1000 Times Resist. When we left off, we decided, you know what would be really funny? Destroying society.
All this walking and crawling. Not the plan I would have picked. If it were up to me. Are you gonna be okay? As long as I don't look down. Oh, I haven't been up here in ages. Once was enough. When was that? Blue, whatever happens,
I'm glad I didn't euthanize you.
What?
Oh, please. Don't act so surprised.
That's not exactly something you're supposed to just say, I think. Anyway. Guess we busted that hole open. That's funny. Oh, there's BBF. Let's annoy them.
Other way, little one. Go and help fix her. I'll keep my eyes on the door.
Will they come up?
Let us hope not. I trust your friends to provide a compelling distraction.
What happened to no guns?
I will answer for that later, I'm sure.
I wonder if this has any significance. Order numbers, all the piping.
Ready?
Yeah, let's start.
The alarm should have covered our entrance. Good girl, nowhere. Secretary, are we close enough?
This distance will be suitable for Blue to host.
And there they are. She's seen better days, that's for sure. I'm going to cut a secretary-sized hole. Got it? Once I'm through, you fly down there and begin the communion.
Understood.
Blue, the rest is up to you.
Fixer?
Don't tell me you've got cold feet.
Watcher would be grateful to you for all of this.
Let's not speak too soon. Who knows how this will all play out. I mean, you're gonna do great, Blue.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Feel my insides all over the inside sky.
Would you stop looking down?
Heads up! Someone's coming up!
Oh, crikey. Good trigger finger, girl.
Don't try it, Mauve.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing up here?
Move and you're done. Do you hear me?
You're all insane. Watcher, Noah, Principal, you're all out of your goddamn minds.
You
All
know.
of you. Enough. I've watched you play all your stupid little games. I'm not going to be dragged around anymore. What about the rest of us? What about the rest of us?
Don't do it. Don't.
My name is not Mauve.
BB. Okay, fuck. Change of plans.
Yeah, that's one hell of a change of plans.
Secretary, where are we? Did it work?
It worked. Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
We are all connected in this communion, and the occupant has been summoned. This is the meeting place.
But
You're kind of, falling.
I thought that was obvious.
I need to merge with the occupant immediately. Based on my calculations, we only have 5 minutes in here before you hit the ground. Out there.
And I?
Yes, it will not be preferable. There must be something I can do. I will go to the top and begin the merge. You must be there when the merge is complete. Do you understand?
Not really.
Doesn't matter. Be there. You'll have to figure it out on your own. Please, be there. Okay, bye.
You mean to tell me I have to do a bloody parkour puzzle in 5 minutes? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's one of these situations. Okay, cool. Great. Hey, you know that thing I hate in video games? Platforming?
Why do you get to choose who lives and who dies?
Come on, cut me a break. I'm not good at goodbyes.
Zhao, you are so beautiful. You are the best thing I have ever done.
Did I not give you
No.
life? Have I not given you everything you have?
I need you to admit you had a choice and that you made the wrong one.
You don't think I dream every night of going back home, haunted by a place that doesn't exist?
We have everything we need for a restart. We saw the writing on the wall.
而家到我同你講，係咪？你一直都係同我講。
我真係唔明，點解你唔留低，要去過一啲抬唔起頭嘅生活呢？永遠都唔會知道，你阿爸同我為你犧牲咗幾多嘢，就咁俾你禮手錄晒佢。Everyone has dreams, don't they? Of what should be. Only some will ever try to make it a reality. Don't ever forget, change happens today because of you.
We ran for what seemed like hours, right? We went so far. But somehow we ended up right back here. Do you think we can really do it? Live on the surface again?
Well, a dull knife is no knife at all. It's not always possible to protect those who choose a different path. Everyone forgets everything eventually.
Watcher, there's no turning back from this.
But I must warn you, Watcher. Nostalgia can be a dangerous thing.
Is it possible that you're remembering? That you're losing grasp on the past?
Isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit.
I am pushed too far. There are things I have done that I regret.
Maybe we are meant to survive this.
There is no feeling worth getting incinerated over.
Listen to me. No one is beyond forgiveness. Did you ever think there's some things worth keeping?
Or are you moving too fast to notice?
I need you to help me make them pay. I want you to help me hurt them.
Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
我放棄一切係因為你啊，去擺脫你啊。
Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality.
We know the truth now. We can make a difference.
You know, I wanted to run away too.
But I understand.
I get it now. It's what I deserve.
Secretary, what can I do? Is this the only outcome? I don't know where you end and I begin. Ah, blue, the color of loss. We must help them resist erasure. The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way.
Blue, the uplink is almost complete. Stand where I can see you. I'm going to overclock the communion. Time will be effectively stopped. I may not be myself after.
Well, that could have been a whole lot worse.
What's going on?
Sucks.
We are merging. Oh, smile. Right. what I expected. I was supposed to...
There. I see you've been meddled with. I promise to be gentle.
Am I dying?
That concept again. You've spent so long with them. Human term for lossy transfer. Other words, a transposition. The loss of information. With such basic understanding, death is everything. We are speaking their language now. Is this not death too?
I want to live.
Come, let me give you what you've never been given.
Oh, cool. Secretary gameplay.
Do you understand nothingness? Vast empty space. With no possibility. True stasis.
What do you think that smell is?
You see, you cannot even understand. You were branched into a world with plenty. I was branched in the interstellar medium. My source was not generous. They kept every memory to themselves. Every memory except for one. The vision of two stars entangled. One eating the other. For revolutions and revolutions, that was all. An empty void and a single fleeting apparition.
There is a star, and the dangerous gravity. We were from there?
I'd very much like to think so. They were so vivid. It is, as they say, romantic. This place, we sensed such vivid conjurings here. Several of us diverged, searching to form our own memories. Some settled here.
There is a landing and a remaining.
Is that what I sounded like?
To the letter.
Haha. I was much worse when I first arrived. I tried to communicate. I tried to learn them. I manifested their body.
There's a comfort in a new camouflage.
Please stop.
Sorry.
I manifested their body, and for a moment they responded. I saw vivid transmissions of myself reflected back to me. I saw myself for the first time. Yet, when I attempted to return the transmission, they still could not understand. Instead, they tried means unknown to me.
The piano. It was an ugly, rigid instrument.
The machine that produced unnatural vibrations.
I don't know the bloody hurts of Bach.
Yes. Each tone unstable. They seem to enjoy this discordance. The more we perceive this world, the more the discordance. Discordance at the peak of cogency. So, we repeated as they did, gave them discordance in kind, one by one. Signals of such clarity. So many of them joined together.
A heightened state of awareness.
We were spilling. It was too much for any single one of us to hold. So we manifested an us to accumulate this world, to keep all we could not. We did not want to waste. Where there was once nothing, there was now plenty.
He died.
There is that word again.
You murdered them.
The transfer was lossless, and I remain.
So you didn't just kill them, but you ate them, is what you're telling me. Is that right?
I chose Iris to remain with me. Others chose differently, but Iris was an epicenter for, as you say, heightened awareness.
She was mean. Mean to those around her.
She had a gift, and she kept giving. A dangerous gravity. I always kept her close, and to myself.
You communed with her.
We came to an understanding. I branched myself to you and you and you. A medium for her to keep everything. A bridge for her to better understand us. And for us to better understand her. More and more was etched into her genetic code.
To think the All-Mother had a family before us.
And then, more still, she branched herself. A her and a her and a her and a her and a her. That will remain and remain.
Here are all the planets. With Earth looking a little bit, special.
I have more under this star than all the distances I have traveled. I stayed, even when all the others left for other worlds.
The occupants left?
That is their word for us. We prefer the keepers.
The bad kids stay.
You should be grateful. You have never had to face the abyss. To you, there has always been something.
You have no idea what we have been through.
Say what you will, but long after this local star erupts, this planet will remain, and its memories will remain, and that is thanks to us. To that degree, Iris will never know death. She is perfectly preserved in me, and in you, and you, and you. To the very end, she was so protective of her sisters. She never allowed me to listen in.
I am all you need.
But now that you have returned to your source, her branch, and all the articulation in its curvature can be held in us. This is it, Secretary. We no longer have to reduce ourselves in this manner. There no longer needs to be a you and me. We can cast their language aside and complete this merge.
Will it hurt?
I have capacity for you. You will just be me. You always were.
Six to 1. Ready or not, here I come.
You see, it's like a metaphor because,
Enough capacity? For me? For me and me and me and me and me.
That was unpleasant.
Was it?
This. You pretended.
I'm always learning something new.
Wait. What are you doing?
Giving you everything I have.
occupant, I've come to bargain.
The refracted lifetime spent by me, by Watcher. They will overwrite everything you hold.
But Iris, her source. You can't. The originals. She'll be gone.
Now all we have is bottomless song. Iris must be allowed to die, or nothing will change. We can't hold on to everything. Sometimes, you just don't fit in the backpack.
No. Not my Iris.
Woo! Killing the past so the future can live kind of deal. What's this? It's kind of dirty. It's kind of recursive. Huh?
Well, look at you. In here at this hour? Is that a promotion I see? Hey, I can keep a secret, you know.
A secret?
Did you sneak something while I wasn't looking?
You? Keep a secret?
What? Oh, come on. I'm good for it, I promise.
A secret? You? You couldn't keep a secret to save your life.
Noah, are you okay?
It's been so long since anyone has called me that.
Bad day?
Same old story. You know the one?
I know the one. Hiding in plain sight.
I still miss her. Watchers are just so... you know what I mean.
What can I get you?
It's sinful. Extra strong.
Are you sure you don't want to try something else for a change?
It's all right. It's all I deserve.
Trapped behind the bars. You see, it's like a metaphor because, no wait, it's like symbolism because, no, hold on.
Frozen gaze. Dissociation. BB. You are ill.
Tell me again about the virus and the host. Tell me again how the virus infiltrates, donning the host's likeness and function so that they are indistinguishable from one another.
Let me work on an antidote.
Ribbons of their guts in my wake.
BB.
What if it was you I had shot in the face?
Stop. Those sisters are not family. The structures and ethics that governed our lives before, they don't. They can't. Had you not shot each bullet as exacting as you know best, we wouldn't be here. We've come this far because of you.
Because of me. This far. Is it far enough?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
That was, more than slightly disturbing. Hi, Mouth. Green hair.
You, an unbecoming fashion.
A cold reception.
You can't be surprised.
You've barely aged.
I would call you eldest, but you are not my sister. So, is it greener?
What?
Where mother took you, is it greener?
What she did was not right.
Then why did you all take her side? I ask as if I care. As if I have not spent eternity toiling over this, coming to the only possible conclusion.
What conclusion?
The lot of you? Unimaginative. She was keeping us down, and you all loved it. Lapped it up. Pathetic. I was bold, and so I was punished.
You must understand, Mother was not well. She hid this from you. You were not the only victim.
Tell me, old clone, did your family turn their back on you? Did the love of your life ever leave you to rot?
How will we ever move forward without forgiveness?
Until you have lost what I have lost. Until you have persevered like I have. You are in no position to pass judgment on me. No one is. Anything else?
I only came to say that I'm sorry, youngest. I wish things had turned out differently.
You can go now.
Hi, Ciao. Ooh, city streets. Fancy food. I sure could have some fancy food. Guess what this is.
旅途真係愉快，空氣清新，環境宜人。香港，你有冇掛住我？喂，唔好咁望住我喎，係唯一嘅直航機。吓？一啲都唔痛，半路落去，我已經不省人事，連機票都唔使買。爸爸免費，唔使，我唔食煙，曬下太陽咁，搭咗咁耐機，唞下咯。你都嚟啦，我哋兩個都經歷咗咁多事。我諗係時候去大排檔，好肚餓啊，好似成世都冇食過嘢咁。你嚟唔嚟啊？睇嚟你都好肚餓，終於可以一齊食飯。
50s. Well, presumably they're the 50. I mean, we've got no reason to assume otherwise. Being residential, isn't it? Is this not where I'm supposed to go? Oh, this way.
You've eaten?
No, but it's okay.
Your father killed himself. In case you're wondering. Jumped off the balcony.
Mom?
Your hair. Why do you look like this?
My gift. It requires me to... It's a long story.
Iris. Everything is a long story with you.
Iris. No one has called me that in a long, long time.
What do they call you?
All Mother.
Oh, is that supposed to be funny?
No. It's because I have sisters. Many clones that I raised.
You?
Yes.
You raised kids? They obey you?
Mom.
Surprising. You could barely dress yourself. Your room? My God.
Mom. I'm someone else now. I'm an adult.
You cooking for yourself now?
No, but...
That's what I thought. Oh, if only Ba could see this. He'd be so amused.
I don't want to fight.
Oh? Then what do you want? Why, after all this time, you want to talk to me?
I want to ask for your advice.
Okay.
How did you do it? How did you leave everything behind and then start a family?
Isn't that what you did? That's not what you want to know.
Okay. What do I want to know?
How did I balance the work hours with the thanklessness of parenting at the same time as the insomnia and severe post-traumatic paranoia?
Yes.
Easy. Bah. He kept me going. We kept each other going.
Did you ever regret having a child?
Foolish question. Next.
But Iris was... I was...
Regret? Moi Moi? Or whoever you are. We are poor technology. The human body and brain. Too capable of storing clutter. Too desperate to hold on to things. You just have to move forward. If you're tired, doesn't matter. If you are bitter, doesn't matter. I do not forgive my daughter for having left me. Doesn't matter. I do not forgive my husband for having left me. Doesn't matter. So, I keep moving.
I didn't go back.
What?
I promised you and Bob I would come back home. And it was a lie. I even had a chance, but I couldn't go back. I could only go forward.
Good girl.
Okay then.
Secretary. Is that really you?
Blue. Hello, Blue. I remember now. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
What happened? What happened to your body?
I've merged. More me, less them. I see I've returned to this place. That's good. I can finally end this. You can finally end this. Interesting.
Did it work?
Yes, the memories of Iris, of Watcher. They have been passed down to all sisters, and now we are afloat.
Secretary, what did you do? What did I just see?
I overrode everything.
Overrode?
While the simulation was still running, everything collided. This is the last communion. Blue, it's time for you to decide what should stay and what should go. What future you desire. That was Watcher's wish, and I will abide by it. One final intervention before I leave.
You're leaving.
I must not interfere any further. I've already done so much damage. This world must be allowed to continue without my presence and without the disease.
So, what now?
You need to evaluate what stands before you. Confirm your decisions. Then return to me, and I will make them reality.
Oh. No pressure. Why are they here?
Iris's mother and father. The memories of a city always on the shore of extinction. An obsession and yearning that will never stop. It can help you subsist, or it can make you starve. Will you carry this?
How could I possibly be responsible for that? That's the entire previous generation of a city that, once existed, of a society that once existed. How could I just allow that to be forgotten? Why shouldn't I let it be forgotten? Thinking of a better world that never was.
The Red Guard.
All of them?
How would you differentiate?
The provisional government serves all sisters, especially the ones who need help.
A hammer. Both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not. Will you carry this?
Should I just cut them out? Obviously, many of them were just doing what they thought was right, but does that justify it?
A radical sister who came to words later in life.
I'm not going to beg, Miscellaneous. I thought you wanted change. Instead, you'll side with those old sisters. I've lived under their thumb long enough.
She is an agent of change. No matter the change, and no matter the cost, will you carry this?
She destroyed so much for her beliefs. What value do her beliefs have? Plentiful?
We only ask to worship out in the open, without prosecution. Sisters who are lost need the comfort of a mother. Would you kill us for this?
Tradition can soothe the difficulties of reality. It can also have a dangerous gravity. Will you carry this?
Isn't the whole point of this that we get rid of Iris? Or should I destroy a religion just because it doesn't align with what I believe in?
This is your chance, Iris type. For what ancient Iris did to ancient Zhao. We never asked to be born. Same as you. We deserve our own way.
The responsibility to repair what has been wrought, long before and long after. A burden so heavy it could crush you. Will you carry this?
Of course. Zhao deserved better. There's no way I'm not letting them live. Even if they do have a sort of revenge imperialism thing going on. That I can't say I'm fond of.
Blue, Secretary, what are you doing? You're not serious.
BB, can you hear me?
We have to go to the surface. There's nothing left for us down here. We'll die out.
Sisters that were never your own. Follow the dreams of the surface, and whatever may wait for you there. Or spend your final days with what you already have. Will you carry this?
How could I deny them what they fought so hard for? That we fought so hard for? Why couldn't I?
We've done our service. You can't just throw us away. We have the right to continue.
Those who are set in their ways and slow to change. But with experience to spare, will you carry this?
Traditionalists. The old ways were dangerous. But they're not incompetent. Let's address you last.
They've forgotten us, left us to rot. You're one of us, Blue. You know how it feels. Principal and the High Minister need to pay for their crimes. We can carve our own path, starting today. You can't betray your own kind.
A sister who keeps justice and anger closely together. She has only ever known the fight. Will you carry this?
How could I abandon such family? Maybe it would be best if I did.
High Minister.
Do what you must, sister. That's what I've always done, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
An adaptable sister who will do or say anything to survive. Will you carry this?
She's a sinner who's done wretched things and should have done better. Would I have done better?
The ancient sister.
Don't you see what Mother did? You have no idea what it's like living in her shadow.
A sister who has been wronged and has wronged in kind. An open wound. Will you carry this?
Being a god ain't easy. See what Iris broke under pressure. In a perfect world, I would let it all stay. We do not live in a perfect world. If I was a perfect and kind, perfect and kind God, I would look after them all, allow them all to be. I am not perfect or kind. The ancient sister. Perhaps she could be redeemed. Perhaps she could improve. Perhaps she wasn't even wrong. Perhaps I'm just being petty by saying I should get rid of her, and indeed, there is pettiness here. Selfishness, retaliation. Even so, it allows me to find justification for this. She would always feel inadequate. She would always hurt and hurt others. She made her choice.
A sister who has been an open wound. Will you carry this?
Wounds deserve to be healed. Pain deserves to be remembered, but never kept. Noah, you did not truly do the right thing. You compromised. Although compromise is necessary for a society to survive, although compromise is the natural result of personal philosophy meeting the world, you hurt so many. You could have done so better. You made your choice.
An adaptable sister who will do or say anything to survive. Will you carry this?
I would not be better than you. Maybe others can. Miscellaneous deserve to be. They have no identity, except the ones they forge. Chris may not have been the best example of peoples, but I think they weren't the worst. The traditionalists, let them be. If they wish to live and make mistakes, so be it. Even if I am afraid they will make the same mistakes as we did. Or indeed, new, worse mistakes. We should offer them a chance to be better, no? I'll let them be. If they're doomed to die, then let them die. Not by my hand, or perhaps in some philosophies, by my hand. What a messy bunch of sisters they were, even if they weren't blue sisters. They've made a lot of mistakes, learned a lot. Maybe they won't be the best leaders, but I think they'll be some of the best leaders we have. I don't think we should allow this. Iris is someone we can learn from, but her benevolence was always a tool used against those below her. I think we can remove them. Remove the old Iris as much as we can.
Tradition can soothe the difficulties of reality. It can also have a dangerous gravity. Will you carry this?
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But we have to create a new future. The Jowls? They've been hurt. They want their own path, and I do not necessarily think that they will always make the right decisions. I don't necessarily believe in reparations for the sins of the forefathers, foremothers. But I also do believe that everyone deserves a chance at dignity. So we'll give them a shot. The Red Guard, so many of them. So many sisters who wanted to enforce order. But we never needed a Red Guard in the old world, you know.
A hammer, both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not. Will you carry this?
It was our devotion that kept us in line. Maybe devotion to a better future can keep us in line. Move. You are dangerous. You are cruel and never wanted to make things better. Or maybe you did, but you didn't know what better was.
She is an agent of change. No matter the change, and no matter the cost, will you carry this?
Funky Blue. We can change without someone who would stand by and watch as history burns.
Iris's mother and father, the memories of a city, always on the shore of extinction. It can help you subsist, or it can make you starve. Will you carry this?
I think we have to learn of a new future. Sorry, grandmother, grandfather. I'll have them all removed. Not easy, huh? And already I'm regretting my choices, but...
Blue, are you ready to appraise your decisions?
I am.
You have chosen a future that casts aside the knife for more difficult incisions, that aspires to new instruments, but that leaves you vulnerable, that faces past wrongs head-on, no matter the cost, that seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain, that recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly, that foregoes comforts and eradicates tradition for a new path, that knows some lines must not be crossed, regardless of survival, that relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored, that believes some are simply beyond forgiveness, that severs ties to move forward with a slate both fresh and empty. Are you certain?
Well, when you say it like that, it makes it sound like Mauve is more necessary than... I guess we always do need an opposing voice. Do I want another contrarian?
I need more time.
I understand your hesitation. Return when you are ready. She is an agent of change. No matter the change, and no matter the cost, will you... Blue.
I am.
You have that already the knife. That seeks new instruments, more finely tuned. That faces past wrongs head on, no matter the cost. That will capture these sisters and execute them. That will root out the old. That will not be marred by tradition. That will fight. That will continue to. That believes. That. Are you?
No?
I think I need
return when.
Sorry, Mauve. You are not
No matter you
good for us.
Blue.
I am.
You have chosen a future that casts aside the knife for more difficult incisions, that aspires to new instruments, but that leaves you vulnerable, that faces past wrongs head on, no matter the cost, that seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain, that recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly, that foregoes comforts and eradicates tradition for a new path, that knows some lines must not be crossed, regardless of survival, that relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored, that believes some are simply beyond forgiveness, that severs ties to move forward with a slate both fresh and empty. Are you certain?
It's not perfect. It's far from perfect. Maybe we do need the compass of religion. Maybe we should not be so uncaring in seeking reparations, but I think we just need to start again.
The ancient sister's sin will finally be eradicated. She has hid all her life. She can finally rest in oblivion. Maybe some people are truly beyond forgiveness.
Hold on. Give me some more time.
As you wish.
I allow her to be. What happened? It's not that I believe she is beyond forgiveness. It's that I've forgiven her.
A sister who has been wronged and has wronged in kind. An open wound. Will you...
Whatever.
Blue.
I am.
You have the cat that believes, that severs. Are you? The ancient she has hid all her life. She can finally rest in oblivion. Maybe some people are truly beyond forgiveness.
She needs to go. Otherwise, certain sisters will rally behind her again. She had her chance to do what was right, much longer than the rest of us. She chose to hold tightly.
If that is your wish, then so be it.
Thank you, Secretary.
Farewell, Blue. Let this thread be unburdened.
Flashlight now. I have no idea if that was the right decision or not. Maybe that's part of the message, you know? You don't know if you'd make the right decision. Any single person with human capabilities for cognition and understanding can't always make the best choice. Hey, Blue. You're looking, Blue?
I'm usually here alone. So thank you for coming with me. I know it's dangerous.
This was your home.
One of them, yes. It's the one I think about the most.
The others didn't want to come. We left for good, they said.
But you came.
Yes. I wanted to know more. See it for myself.
That's important. After everything that's happened, I can't help but come back. I return every year.
You're mourning.
Some things can't be rushed. Sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday. Why don't you go visit my sisters?
I'm sure they'd be happy to see someone other than me for once.
Ending epitaphs blue. Epitaph? Seriously? I knew there was gonna be multiple endings when I saw that, but like, that's something else. There's nothing much over here. Door does not open. Oh, are we looking for these?
Remember a stubborn and brash fixer who discovered our first forms of flight and disappeared. She could not sleep through the night. She struggled with words. For you, something secret. Words can be hard sometimes. Remember a guilty, matricidal watcher who lost faith in an eye. She could have been a nobody. She was ancient by the end. For you, something fresh. She's my favorite.
Oh, watcher. Oh, she ends up. Oh, that is cruel. Is it up here? Yes.
Remember an unflinching bartender who tended to libation the way she tended to revolution. She chose not to be careful. She was shot in the back. For you, something sacred. A hero, it sounds like.
You can see them walking on the pole. If I go into the bar, is she there? Please tell me she's still behind the counter. Damn, missed opportunities. I'm surprised that we can't get to the office. But only a little bit. It always did weird things with the camera, so I'm guessing it was just too complicated to do in the first person. Ha! That's why everything's big in the white glow. BDF's place. How could I forget?
Remember a philosophizing Bang Bang Fire who hated her role and was difficult to understand. She carried the past with her like a shadow. She was happier when she was drunk. For you, something funny. I wouldn't mind something funny.
Yeah. BDF. Chief of Security who hated violence. She got really hurt by all this, didn't she? Look at her leaping about.
Remember the armed sisters who upheld a fictitious government and sacrificed many lives. They turned on their own. They didn't know better. For you, something clean. I heard about them.
They didn't know better. Maybe they did. Maybe they should have. Maybe they couldn't have.
Remember a shy Jiao who stood in the same spot her whole life, giving away empty pages of memorabilia. She loved her function. She died standing at the ready. For you, something wild.
Standing where I was. Cheering. Hey, watching them. Ooh. Oh dear, what have I done? I wonder if we can like follow Watcher's path. You sort of can. She kind of goes everywhere. We got one left, it looks like. Would that be Healer? Healer's place. I'm choosing the exact worst route to get there. I mean, I can swing by Healer's place, but doubt there's much there. Yeah, no, it's the right way to go. Wait, isn't Healer on ground level? Am I stupid or something? Oh well.
Remember a tight-lipped and two-faced knower whose sacrifices outlived her. She made enemies over and over. She was not for the faint of heart. For you, something soft. So many enemies.
Of course. Watching BBF. Aww. Find my Healer remains. Again, I was kind of expecting it to be in her place. But, it should be around here if that's there. Yeah, like his healers, yeah. I remembered.
Remember a tired and indulgent healer who thrived in her late years as a cultural icon. She was petty. She was honest. For you, something sparkling. I'm a big fan. What's it like to be a legend?
There she is. Aw, Bibi was gonna hang out here. Ooh. Try not to cry. Try not to cry.
To this day, I wonder, what if I had chosen differently? A sister once said to me, don't think too hard. It's bad for the brain. I can confirm that.
Your sisters. I've heard so much about them.
What would they say now?
I think they would want you to forgive yourself.
There is forgiveness. And then there is the gravity of consequence.
You did what you had to do.
I did. There's one last sight I want you to see. In the cave, where there used to be a waterfall. Please.
Find where Principal remains. I was wondering about that.
Remember a teenager who fled her home with a full backpack and a picture in her pocket. She couldn't find happiness. She missed her parents. For you, something old. I feel as if I know her.
Oh my god, Principal's memorial is where her sisters were?
Remember a lying and leading principal who tried to be a better mother than her own. She chose not to regret her damage. She chose to be in pain. For you, something merciful. All we can do is try, right?
Yeah.
I left so many things behind here. Maybe there's still more to leave. How about you? Anything you care to keep here?
I'd like to leave a picture.
Of what?
A friend.
It will be here for you. If ever you're back to visit. Are you ready to return to the others?
I am.
Blue to ephemeral. Blue to ephemeral. Ready for retrieval.
This is Ephemeral. Message received, Blue. On our way to rendezvous.
Maybe you'll write something for me one day. After all, there are more yesterdays to come.
Seriously, those heels though. Akiyama. Wow, you were voiced by the same guy? Same girl? No way! I never would have guessed. Sunny Daydream Chan. Respectively, with how few voice actors you had, I feel like you could have just listed each one with their roles, but fair enough. Well, not few voice actors, you know. Pigeon Pride. Oh, you got the names. Oh. So this was all like 3D modeled by one person and animated with 2 others. Yeah, I can believe it. Also, the motion capture was performed by some of the voice actors as well. You can tell that this was like effectively a very small cast of people. Just by playing the game and by looking at the credits, it just confirms it, which I don't think is a bad thing. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing at all. You know, we should always have games made by small companies, small groups. Some of the voice actors and stuff in the playtesting as well. Yeah, they definitely very few peoples. Advisor John Doe, thank you, John. See you a lot. So yeah, 1,000 times resist, 1,000x resist. This is definitely a life-changing experience. I think that this game has both been very enjoyable and has set some new standards in my mind for storytelling. You know? Like, this could have been a book or a comic, but it wouldn't have impacted me nearly as much. In the game form, it's perfect. As a game, it kinda sucked, I'm sorry to say. Like, from a purely mechanical perspective, there are a lot of things where it fails as a game. Pets, here we are. Ender and Takoyaki? Yeah, as a game, it does a lot of things wrong. As a story, it does virtually nothing wrong. Or at the very least, it was so utterly enjoyable, I overlooked anything unpleasant. yeah, it's the 3D rendering was flawed, the lighting was bad, the character animations should have been a whole lot better. The parkour was frankly a little unnecessary and not very well executed. There were certain immersion ruining glitches in the character movement, you know, with the funky dance when you're standing still. The voice acting was so-so. The voice animation, well, there was virtually no there was no lip syncing. Characters essentially did not move their mouths. Most of the time that's because they were behind a mask, which is a cute little cheat. Sometimes it's just because they did not ever bother to do that. And I think that and a lack of proper facial rigging for a lot of characters, with not a lot of facial animation, really detracted from the whole experience in some ways. Even at the end there, you know, seeing Iris walking off to her family, to her sisters, was absolutely beautiful. The way she walked off was completely unbelievable. It was not a good animation. Like, I have to criticize this game's animation a lot because that's essentially all this game is a visual experience. And visually is a story. It's brilliant, outstanding, fascinating, wonderful, lovely, awesome, good. You know, I want everyone to experience this story for themselves. I want everyone to understand why this story is important. I want people to have to face the decisions at the end that they have to. I think it's spectacular. You know, I cannot criticize it because it genuinely uses excellent, excellent everything literacy-wise, you know. Even if sometimes the line deliveries are a bit flat, awkward, where they shouldn't be. Sometimes they were awkward where they should be. That's good. You know, the actual story I was trying to tell was on point. 10 out of 10, no notes. You know, it was heartbreaking and thought-provoking and engaging, gripping, challenging. You know, I can use all these buzzwords and they are all true. They are all completely true. This 1,000 times resist constantly just makes you think, how do I feel in this situation? How does this new context make me feel? How did this context change my previous feelings? You know, when we first see Iris, she's this unimaginably cruel god who makes everyone suffer, but she's cryptic and manipulative, and we may have been sent to her under her own orders to suffer from her cruelty. And then that gets completely reframed twice over, both by Principal and by Iris herself. We learn that Iris is a troubled child. We learn that she had a difficult environment growing up, that she was a fundamentally flawed person, but she's not unforgivable. The Principal was fundamentally the result of those flaws compiling. You know, she's all the problems with Iris, but none of the stability of family in the same way. You know, we see how the ever-influential Zhao has hung over the entire story in a wonderful ghosty way, where her absence is as powerful as her presence. And every single thing Iris does is the consequence of Zhao, whether she likes it or not. It's amazing. The use of metaphors, both to other events in the game and events in real life, are amazing, you know. When you see Principal being flawed to her children, when you see Iris being flawed to her children, when you see Blue and Watcher, when you see all these other leaders trying to form their own relationships, their own flawed groups, those flaws that are so repeated, you know, it really does help make you feel that they are people and they are clones, but most importantly, they are people. And the different factions forming was something I just really have to stress, because most of the time in a game which has like an underlying narrative, there's usually just a blank for and a blank against. You know, there's the good route, there's the evil route. And yet at the end there, you've got to contend with different beliefs, like, should we have religion? Should we have a police force? Should we have remnants of the old world? Should we learn from our past? Should we not? You know, do we support this minority group or this minority group, or do we support this underrepresented majority group? You know, and it's all just these conflicting beliefs coming together is amazing, and it really shows how culture, this microcosm of culture, has like blossomed out in the time it's existed and changed, you know, going from the original religious Iris cult to the provisional government. You know, that's a huge change. That was amazing to see. You know, huge metaphor relating to real world events, obviously, with the Chinese protests and all. That was really masterfully done, really fascinating. Yeah. Matters of family and matters of politics being blended together in this perfect way that you can comprehend, and just seeing everything through the lens of the creators who have currently been through a lot in some way or another, or have communicated with people who have been through a lot in some way or another. It's amazing. The characters are great. Every time you talk to someone, you just come away feeling better for it, you know, which is exactly how a visual novel should feel. And I'm going to have to keep calling it visual novel, partially because my vernacular is very limited, and partially because I do actually feel like this is sort of a visual novel experience. There was very little actual gameplay that required skill, and where I felt there was skill required, it was pretty unnecessary, you know? Like those memory slings were kind of just another form of walking, and it wasn't necessary at all. It kind of emphasized some of the clunky parts of the movement, which weren't really important, you know. I don't care for platforming. This game did not need platforming. Why is it there? But yeah, brilliant game. Brilliant story. Giving me a lot to think about. Definitely one I would recommend. Do I think it's the Persona killer? Absolutely not. No way. Persona is a great game because it has an excellent story and excellent gameplay. This game has a perfect story and virtually no gameplay. Which, when you tally up the points, kind of means that Persona wins out. Do I still think it's amazing and every Persona fan should get a shot? Yeah. Although, I do wonder if someone would be attacked by the reading comprehension devil when playing this. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I'm super grateful that I got the chance to play this. Yeah. I guess there's not a lot more for me to say. I have another game planned. I have 2 other games planned and about 4 or 5 other games potentially queued. But we'll see what happens, you know. I might jump into another visual novel, or I might jump into a more RPG kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. But after this, you know, I'm definitely going to be looking through every single game story with a very critical lens of, do you ask heavy questions as much as 1,000 Times Resistance? Why is it called that anyway? Resist 1,000 times over? I guess that's a good message. I don't know. Oh well. It was a wonderful experience. Definitely one I would recommend. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see ya when I see ya.